Hello, hello, hello. Hi, you guys. What I'm learning is that the my friends on YouTube can come on early and start making comments. Facebook looks like when it starts right at 9:30, they go live. But there's been a whole like conversation. It's been like a whole like community gathering here on YouTube, which makes me so happy. Hi, you guys. Hi. Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acton Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. I think this July is going to be 3 years. 3 years we've been doing this, which is unbelievable. I am just so tickled that it's become such a sweet little kind of get together for us once a week. I just think it's fabulous. So, for my real early birds, hello, Mike. Hello, Gemma. Hello, Jennifer. You guys are like 10 after the hour. I am here. I am ready. That's awesome. Hello, Ernie, who's in Reno, Nevada at the Cabela's. There are worse places to be. Cabela's, you gotta take yourself there for a while, right? Hello, Gail from the sunny south coast of the UK. How are you, my friend? Hi, Dawn. No one tell Dawn's boss that she's watching. She's supposed to be focused, but she needs a break, right? Right, Dawn? We're here for you. This is part of your overall mental health. That's what we'll go with. If anyone asks, do you want me to write you a note? I'll write you a note. You just let me know, Dawn, who to send it to. I got you. Hello, Carrie. Are you home? Are you all settled? Are you recovering from your world travels? Oh, it was so sweet to have you here. Carrie says we're experiencing April showers in June. What did I bring back with me? Hopefully more than April showers. Hopefully you brought back all kinds of good stuff. Yes. Dawn says, hope everyone is cooler than I am here in Minnesota. We're on a 90-degree and humid week-long stretch so far. Dawn, I'm with you. We're preaching to the choir. Yesterday was like 92. Today is supposed to be pretty much high 80s, 90. Yeah, I am with you. It's weird, right? June. This is like August weather. This is like late July, August weather, and we're having it in June 1st. Oh, today is June 1st. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Is it Heather? Mama Monster Pride. Did I put that right? Yeah. Good morning. Hello, Tanya. How are you? Let's see. Jennifer Fowler says my garden could use a little rain. It's hot here in Tennessee. Okay, Jennifer, I can only imagine how hot it is here in Northwest Indiana, let alone how hot it is there in Tennessee. Good morning, Sherry. Sherry, I'm going to see you so soon. I cannot wait. Sherry's part of the Des Moines Weavers Guild, which is sponsoring the Midwest Weaving Conference coming up darn near like 2 weeks from now, like barely. It's coming. It's barreling on us so fast. Hi, Tamison. On time and weaving today. Gold star for you, my friend Tamison. Absolutely. Hi, Sam from sunny Southwest Ontario. There's a lot of sunshine going around right now, isn't there? Except for our friend Carrie, who has rain in Spain. I think there's a song there somehow. Yes. Hello, May Chester from Burbank, California. Hey. Oh, and Paul's here too. Okay, so Paul and Gail, are you guys like on different computers? Are you? You guys are so cute. I love that. Hello, my friend Ellen. How is it going today? Hi, I'm going to see you tomorrow, my friend. Hi, Alex from Texas. I'm here for my mental health also. Alex, I think we should just have some kind of petition that, that if you need a mental health / creativity break in your life, this is it. I will provide that service for you. Hello, Jamie Jean. Hello, Nina from Northern Louisiana. Nina, what is the weather doing in Northern Louisiana? Is it just crazy hot and humid? That's what I imagine when I think of Louisiana, but that could be incorrect. So you let us know. Hi, Maureen. What? It's Tamison's birthday. Oh, you guys, we have to sing to Tamison. Ready? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tamison. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Yay! It's Tamison's birthday. I love birthdays. So I am all game. I'll put a little party hat just for you, Tamison. Hello, Christy. How are you? Oh, see, we're so proud. Gemma's here. Yay. Right? Let's see. Yeah, I know. Right. Tanya had mentioned it's so exciting that Carrie and I got to meet up, which was great. It was such a thrill. Yes. Hello, Scott in Atlanta. Yes. Heather says only 60s and cloudy where I am in Southern California. All right, right. All kinds of birthday wishes for you, Tamison. Yes. Um, Gemma says sunny and warm here in Switzerland. I love that. It's like we have the weather report to start off live at the Loom, don't we? It makes me so happy though. That's awesome. Hello, Sandra from Albuquerque. Um, Gail, I don't know if you guys know this, but Gail and Paul are married. She says, "Well, are you live together, right?" So Gail says he's upstairs and I'm downstairs, which is awesome. I love that I'm running twice in the same household. That's amazing. Yes. Hello, Magnolia and Althea. I don't know if you guys know this. Our friend Jamie, who always helps us with the weave-alongs, she has two sweet little girls, Magnolia and Althea, and they tune in. They're loyal. They're loyal watchers, loyal listeners to Live at the Loom. They're a key component to our little community here. Ooh, Connie's here. Dun, da, da, da. Yes. Oh, Dory's here. Hi, all. Finally made it here after a month. Dory, we missed you. We're so glad that you're here. Yes. Right. Lots of birthday. Did you see? Oh, there's so many birthday wishes for you, Tamison. I love that. Yes. Paul says he got Facebook on the computer and YouTube on the TV, so I don't miss any comments. Oh, Paul, you win the award for very, very dedicated watcher. That's awesome. Well, hello, Marcia from Sun City West. Yes. That was when I went to Arizona. That's who I got to hang out with, all of the lovely weavers at Sun City West. Let's see. Nina says this is Louisiana, hot and humid. It's fairly right. Walking the dogs at 7 a.m. before it becomes sweltering. See, that's yeah, I understand. It's kind of the same. I try to get out in the garden and water and stuff before then. Yes. Carrie says she got home, unfolded her floor loom, only to get news from DHL that my 16 shaft 32-inch Ashford table loom is in transit. Woohoo! Boy, Carrie, are you going to need a bigger house pretty soon? Is that coming? Just going to need to. Yes, I need more bedrooms, not for people, for looms. That's yeah, excellent. Okay, thank you, Paul, for clarifying. Yes, Paul and Gail are married. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's excellent. Gemma says in Switzerland it is 26 degrees Celsius, so definitely warm. Okay, can someone translate that for me? What's that in Fahrenheit for us? I'm guessing it's pretty steamy, huh? Let's see. Tamison says she puts this on the TV too, but I link my phone so I can chat. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. That is so much fun. You know, I didn't plan my tea drinking experience very well this morning. I have like one sip left, which always makes me so sad. Someone needs to invent a magical mug that just will fill it up automatically when I get to the bottom. If you could just work on that for me, I would appreciate that. Anybody else? Anyone? Yeah. Automatic filling mug. That's what I need here for sure. So, you know, last weekend was in the States. Everyone in the States here is Memorial Day weekend, so holiday weekend. I think somebody else had a holiday weekend too. Carrie, was that you? Someone else had a holiday weekend last weekend. Let me know if you did anything fun. What did you do if you were celebrating Memorial Day? What were the plans? Did you grill something? Those were your instructions, to grill something. That was my hope for you, that you were outside doing something fun, taking in the sunshine, grilling something. I gotta be honest, I didn't do much, and that was okay with me. That was really. Do you have those kind of days when you're like, I just need to rest? We're just gonna rest. It's all good. So let me know if you did anything fun. Jennifer says my coffee is empty. Carrie says a tea or coffee urn. That's a good idea. It'll just keep it warm and just push the button and it automatically fills. Tanya says we had that in Canada too. Excellent. Yes. Who is this? Hello, two West End girls. What is your name, my friend? Thank you. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the Overshot series. Yay, I'm glad. I'm glad that was helpful for you. Overshot is so much fun. If you haven't tried it yet, I hope that gives you a little boost. So you'll try some stuff. Tanya planted some tomatoes, right? It is tomato planting time. That is for sure. Mike did some rest and weaving. I love that combination. That's perfect. Yes. Hi, Sarita. She says, lovely to be here. Where'd you go? Yes, it's 32 Celsius today with a heat warning. It's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Sarita, that is hot, my friend. Remind us where you're watching from, Sarita. That's awesome. Oh, Jamie flew to Mississippi, went to a concert, hiked a creek, and drove my new car home. Yay for new cars. Jamie, I am so excited for you. That's amazing. That's a lot. You crammed a lot in a 3-day weekend then. Dory was in Texas for graduation for Memorial Day. Nice. Last high school graduation in the family for now. Dory, that must have been so special for you guys, though. I love that. That's wonderful. Oh, here we go. Gail's filling us in. We had our May bank holiday weekend here in the UK. And for a change, it was sunny. I know, right, Gail? We have certain holidays that, like Memorial Day, can be notoriously icky, like rainy and overcast and sometimes cold. And we just had beautiful weather. We're in the middle of a crazy drought, and but it's nice. It's sunny and beautiful every day, which is, yeah, we'll take it. Let's see. Heather says, place the flags with the kids. 20-mile bike ride for the first time in over a year and a flag service. Heather, that sounds lovely. How wonderful, right? Gemma's in favor of a refillable cup. Gemma, you find something for us, would you? That sounds awesome. Jennifer was filling some of the garden beds, planted over 50 pepper plants. Jennifer Fowler, what are your plans to do with 50 pepper plants? Wow. What are you making? I can't even think. Salsa? What are you making with 50 pepper plants? That's impressive, my friend. Because even if half of them don't take, even if you end up with 25 pepper plants, which I'm guessing you're a very good gardener, and that will be, you'll have a lot. Will make it. That is darn impressive. Yes. Oh, Sam in Canada says we had our day the week before the U.S. Okay, excellent. Oh, Sarita. Oh, great. Sarita's in Toronto. From Toronto. I live in Canada and in Mexico. Ooh, that's a fabulous combination, Sarita. That is yes. That sounds like an excellent plan. Canada and Mexico. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Gemma says we had 2 long weekends back to back. Wow. I'm not even gonna. Is it off art? That sounds odd. I'm sure I'm butchering that. And Fingston, maybe. That's awesome. That's great. 2 long weekends in a row. Yes, we would like that here, please. Jamie says she was up for 24 hours on Saturday. Crazy girl. This is a sign that you're under the age of what, 35, 30. If you're up for 24 hours straight, that is kudos, my friend. Yes. Ernie says clear, sunny, and windy in Reno. Yeah. Connie went on a road trip to a huge flea market and antique show. Okay, that sounds like a blast. Yeah, I like that. Oh, hi, Amy. Hi. My dad has spent years researching overshot bedspreads in Middle Tennessee. Oh, that's great. He loved that I found your videos to help me set up my antique 4-shaft travel loom. He's dying to try overshot himself. Okay, Amy, that is so cool. How special. I love that you and your dad have that in common, that you can share that. That's very sweet. Welcome, my friend. Let's see. Okay, so Jennifer, with all the peppers, some are super hot, like the Carolina Reapers, like those kind of crazy. Several are different bell peppers, and some are Italian peppers. You are, yeah, crazy. Okay, so Jamie clarified. She said she's almost 41. You are not, girlfriend. You got some good genes if you were almost 41. I'd have eaten my shoe on. I'd have lost that bet. That's for sure. Tanya says, Sam, I'm missing a week. Not surprising. I have a puppy getting me up at 5 a.m. daily. Tanya, when you have new puppies, kind of like babies, they don't care about holidays, do they? They're like, okay, we don't care what day it is. We're still getting up. So I'm so sorry that you missed the holiday, Tanya. That makes me kind of sad. Yes. Jennifer's making hot sauce, pasta sauce, etc. I love that. Hello, Laura Miser. I love that. Okay, here we go. Gemma's clarifying in Switzerland these holidays for us. Pfingsten is Pentecost. Okay. And is it Auffahrt is the day when Christ has risen. Oh, I love it. So kind of Easter-ish related, kind of. That's wonderful. See, look at the international kind of education that we get when we come together. So fun. Okay, so before we dive into projects, I wanted to ask you guys a question. By the way, Paul's in the middle of warping a rigid heddle loom for the first time. You got it, Paul. It's a piece of cake. You're an experienced weaver. This will be no problem. So before we dive into projects, I wanted to ask about a weaver and see if you guys know anything about her, because a friend of mine sent me an article about Dorothy, is it Liebes? Liebes. Dorothy Liebes. Was born right around 1900, died 1972. Does that name ring any bells for you? Because I had kind of heard of her, but Didn't know anything beyond that. So we may need some kind of a book report on Dorothy, because I'm very curious. The article was beautifully, it was beautifully done. I was just curious if that rings any bells for any of you in our weaving community here. Just chime in if you've heard of her. Jennifer says Carolina Reapers found a new one, Death Spiral. Like Reaper with a citrus taste. I always kind of feel like they always sound like heavy metal bands, the names for some of the really spicy peppers. The Carolina Reapers. It just sounds, the Death Spiral. It sounds, yes. Okay, Carrie asked, can overshot be done on 4 shafts? Absolutely. Two shafts for the tabby picks. I can't think what type of pattern can be made with the other 2. Yeah. Oh, you can do all kinds of stuff with. I only have 4 shafts, Carrie. It's that's all I got. Yeah, you can absolutely do overshot with 4 shafts. Yeah, no problem, my friend. Piece cake. Gemma's working on a rag rug still. I love that. Oh, look at this. Okay, Ellen to the rescue. Dorothy Wright. Here we go. Dorothy Wright. Is it Liebs? Is that how you pronounce it? There we go. American textile designer and weaver, renowned for her innovative, custom designed modern fabrics for architects and interior designers. She was known as the mother of modern weaving. I love that. See, brilliant. Look how smart we are now, because we came together and we asked questions and bounced ideas off of each other. That's brilliant. Thank you so much, Ellen. I love that. That is, everyone meet Dorothy. Dorothy, well, Dorothy's not with us anymore. She can't meet all of you, but that is brilliant. I'll have to find some pictures and share some information about Dorothy so you guys can see kind of what we're talking about. So anyways, that was a little sidebar. Lay it on me. How are the projects going? I know some of you have been chiming in. Let me know how things are going, but let me know how to how the stuff on the loom is going. What is happening on your end? Paul is warping a rigid heddle for the first time, which will be piece cake. That's no problem. Let's see. Jennifer started warping her new floor loom. Yay. A small warp like in the Learning to Weave book. Perfect. That's awesome. Dory finally finished her April weave along. Dory. Yay. Round of applause for Dory. I'm so glad. How did it turn out, Dory? Did you enjoy it? Was it fun? That's awesome. You know what? You did great. That's there's no deadline. I mean, the goal for the weave along is to ideally start and finish in a month, but we're all adults. You figure that out. You want to finish it later? Great. Finish it later. So that is awesome. As for me, let's see. My table loom is still barren for the most part, but I'm having a good time with the what's it called? I totally blanked. Monk's belt. That's what I'm doing on the floor loom that we'll talk about in just a moment. Yes. Dory said it turned out pretty nice. I'm so glad. Yes. Tanya says, you finished that's ahead of me. I haven't warped my loom for it yet. You know what, Tanya, you have a small puppy getting you up at 5 a.m. every day. Don't you worry. It's all right. Let's see. Oh, Tamison says, life event tea towel gifts due on June 24th. I'm on number 4 to go. Sounds like a pretty serious project, Tamison. That is awesome, though, that you're halfway there. I love it. You got it. June 24th. Psh, you got 23 days. Yeah, no problem. Piece cake. Mike finally started weaving my set of M's and W towels. I love that. Still redoing the April weave along. Excellent. Mike, you got this. Here we go. Yes, this is more about Dorothy Wright Liebs. Ellen, this is the article that she sent me right here about that they're featuring her at what is it? Cooper Hewitt. Yeah, I love that. Sam is about to tie on for the weave along pattern for a 3rd table runner, different colors and variations. I was gonna say, I know that you finished it when we went through it in April. Okay, it's fun though, right? Different colors and variations. Sam, I can't wait to see what you come up with, because you always have some really, really nice combinations for sure. Ellen says there's a video at the Cooper Hewitt Museum website. That's awesome. Ellen, is there a link maybe? Is there a link that I can share with the crew here so they can just pop that in? Nina finished warping her table looms and wove about 1 inch. It's awesome. Random warp and weft in pink and white. Okay, the random stuff is good, isn't it, Nina? I kind of love the random stuff. I think it forces you to be more creative. That's just my 2 cents. Just a thought. Yes. Sarita has a project planned for the Luette Erica. Nice. Project is dish towels in 2/8 cotton, which I have never woven before. Okay. Nervous as I haven't woven anything in over a year or more. Sarita, we got you. Hopefully it's like riding a bike, but if not, if you get caught somewhere, no worries. We're here for you. We'll cheer you on. We'll help you, whatever you need. Ellen finished 3 scarves and ready to put on another work for Mobius shawls. I love that. Ellen's got shows coming up. She's got some work to do. She's been working the whole time. Ellen is like the busiest little bee you'll ever meet. So yes. Let's see. Guess that Paul is warping a scarf I designed for the friend who gave us the rigid heddle. We were demonstrating at a local silk mill on Sunday. So he'll be weaving and I'll be spinning. Okay, Gail, that's so exciting. If I lived in the UK, clearly, I would totally come see you. That sounds really, really, really cool. I mean, first of all, come on, a silk mill? That sounds awesome. Good luck. I hope you have a great time and the weather cooperates for you, because I know usually those things are outdoor things. Heather says, nothing on my loom the last few days. Spent making sure my son got everything turned in on time. Is it the end of the year for him? Heather, is that right? For an art project, I had him make a small cardboard loom and weave. That's awesome. Yes, that is perfect. We got to spread the weaving love. Oh, hello, Madison. What is your first name, my friend? I had 2 crossed warp threads, she says. Or he, sorry. And Rose, 2 very little monsters refused to let me raise a number of harnesses. Uh-oh. Giving me grief, huh? So it took out way more weaving than I should have and started over. Oh, man. It happens, right? Sometimes some projects are just a little more difficult than others. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Ellen. You guys, here is the link for the exhibit that they're having about Dorothy. So check her out. I think she just can offer all kinds of inspiration for us. And I love kind of learning some of the history, what they're known for. And certainly if she is known as the mother of modern weaving, I think that's worth taking a closer look. Mm-hmm. Yes. Sam asked, did you create a page where we can post our latest projects? Not yet, my friend, but I'm glad you asked, because I need to put that back up. That needs to come to the top of my list, so we can do that, because I would love to see some of these projects. You're exactly right. Jody Ibarra's here. Jody is the owner of Cotton Clouds. If you haven't met Jody yet, Jody, everyone, Jody. She says, May was such a busy weaving month. It just finished the Cotton Clouds June weaving challenge for our fellow rigid heddle weavers. Jody is a busy girl. Okay, so Jody, is your 12 months of weave alongs that finished pretty soon this summer, maybe? Is that right? Let us know. Dory had a note for Sarita. Went back to learning to weave book after I took a 7-year break. Comes back with the basics refresher. That's a great suggestion, Dory. Is that certainly if you have the Learning to Weave book, which is a great book, or some other kind of entry level weaving books. That's awesome. Thank you. That's very kind, Dory. That's a great idea. Oh, there we go. It's Alex. Alex in Texas. My internet's slow today, so I switched to my phone. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Alex. I always get thrown off. I'm like, uh-oh, someone's new. I should know their name. Heather says, yes, we homeschool with a charter, so we have to report to a teacher and meet state standards. That's awesome. We aren't done yet, but our teacher wants everything turned in early so we make sure we don't miss anything. Wow. That is, that sounds like a lot, Heather. That sounds like you have a lot of balls in the air. Yes. Okay. Fabulous. So I'm just going to take this. There's only like one swig left. I'm just going to take it. Hold that thought. Okay. So, Jody chimed in. She said this month will be a full year of weaving challenges. That's incredible, Jody. Jody has done basically a weave along, one for every month for an entire year. That's crazy, because I know how much energy goes into doing 2. I do one in April, one in October, and they're exhausting. So I can't. Hats off to you. Hats off to you, my friend. So here's a lovely little announcement for you guys. Is that, do you know HGA, Hand Weavers Guild of America? You've heard of them. I'm guessing, I'm hoping at this point. HGA, Hand Weavers Guild of America. Every Tuesday, they do a program called Textiles and Tea. And the lovely host, Kathy, is out of town next week. So they asked me to step in. I am going to be hosting Textiles and Tea this coming Tuesday. It's the 6th, June 6th, at, let me get the time right. I know it's 3 o'clock Central for me, so it's 4 o'clock Eastern. And what does that mean? 1 o'clock Pacific. I think that's right. Someone correct me if that's not right. But yes, I'm going to be hosting, and I'm going to be interviewing a lovely gentleman. His name is Nolan Wright. Nolan is he does baskets. you guys, he does baskets. Okay, first of all, I've never made a basket. Never, not once. Nope. I've never dipped my toe into that art form. So when they asked me to host, I was like, okay, full disclosure, I know nothing about baskets. And they're like, it's okay. You'll be fine. We'll give you the questions. We'll help you with the interview, kind of the format. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you know me, I can talk to anybody. However, part of the interview is going to be me being like, okay, what can you just give me a little background about how that works? I mean, just like I've been doing my homework. I've been trying to learn some terms. I've been trying to become like peripherally knowledgeable about basket making because I want to be a good interview. But it's gonna be fascinating. Total sidebar is that Nolan lives in South Carolina, where I've lived for off and on a couple different times in my life. So that'll be fun. It's going to be wonderful. This Tuesday at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 Central, 1 o'clock. Did I do that right, you guys? 1 o'clock Pacific. Yes. Yes. So, by the way, if you can't watch it live, which I totally understand, some people have places to go, things to do. They always post a recording. You can. Oh, by the way, you can watch it on Facebook Live. They always have it Facebook Live, but you can also register to be part of the Zoom. And honestly, I think if you do part of the Zoom, that's really where you can like put comments and questions, which is lovely because you'll know I'll probably need some help. So chime in with comments and questions. So you can register for the Zoom, do it there. And what they typically do is that then later after it's done, they will post it on their YouTube channel. So for my YouTube friends, you can sign up to do the Zoom. So participate live if you'd like, or you can just hold off and they will post the whole episode on YouTube later on. So you can watch. Yes. Thank you guys. All the encouragement. Yes. It was very fun. Okay. So Dory says she took a basket weaving class once and made it's hard on your fingers. Oh, interesting, Dory. I love that. Tamsin says baskets are piece cake, over, under, boom, container. Tamsin, I love your simplification of the process. That is brilliant. I am guessing that our friend Nolan would argue there's a few more bits to it, but thank you. I like the summary. That's awesome. So yes, so that is my big news. So if you are hanging out next Tuesday afternoon, pop in to watch a little Textiles and Tea with Nolan. Right. Okay. I think it's time to weave. I think we should do some weaving stuff, huh? Okay. So last week, if you were here live, you saw that I had a warp thread just break right there in the middle of the episode, which was hysterical. And yeah, let's just say that I don't remember the last time I broke a thread, and that is mostly because I use cotton, and cotton just doesn't break very often. At least that's been my experience. If you have a different experience, pop it. Oh, here we go. Dory chimed in, by the way. You guys, if you register for Textiles and Tea, they send you a Zoom link. Perfect. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So yeah, so I think I'm past the spot. I can see the yarn right there just because I had to replace it with something else. First of all, let me back up. This project is what's the word? Not scrap buster. It's all my ends. It's all like leftovers from a stash buster. That's what it is. It's a stash buster project because I took all of my little 8/4 cotton, you know, the tubes, the little the little tubes of the 8/4 like carpet warp, my favorite cotton. And I had a whole bunch of like little, you know, bits and blobs. And so I basically laid out the project. I knew I wanted to do a monk's belt pattern. And so I loosely organized it kind of the way I knew I had to thread it for the monk's belt. But otherwise, I didn't worry about it. I was like, I'm going to put all the colors in there and we're going to see what happens. Just, I like the challenge. I like the whole, let's start with this. Let's start with the crazy warp and then see what we can do with the weft so that it kind of makes sense. I like it. I might be a little bit crazy. It's true, but I like that challenge. So anyway, so one of the challenging things then is that because this is a whole like scrap buster warp, then because I broke a warp thread, I don't have the exact same color to replace it. Nope, I don't. So I had to find something that was similar. So if you look close, you can see where it is. You can see my little warp yarn right there that's hanging on. Now, oh, I bet I can show you. If you guys haven't Yeah, Stash Buster. Thank you. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't, if you're just starting out and you haven't had to replace a warp yarn yet, let me grab my little weights and I'll show you how I do it. So this is totally going to show my age, you guys. But I have, these are old film canisters. A pill box or a pill bottle would work great too. Little prescription bottle, whatever. But I'm guessing some of you remember these. Some of you had the actual film and you had to get it developed. You never know what it looked like until, you know, in ye olden days, we had film canisters. And I have a series of them just ready to go. And they have just coins in them. Just some, whatever I got. I think those are mostly pennies. So what happens then is that when you need to replace a warp yarn, basically you want to move it through the correct heddle in the correct shaft, wherever it came from, and then move it through your reed. And then you take it to wherever it broke, a little in front of that, and just pin it to your fabric. Now, I didn't pin it well the first time, and when I went to go lift my shafts, it just like fell right out. So pin it well. Pin it with a couple pins if that helps. So you want to make sure it's secure on your fabric, and then you take the length of it, wrap it around and around. And you can either, you got a couple ways you can do that. You can either just kind of catch it in the actual lid so it's stuck there, or you can do a little loop-de-loop, and so it'll kind of, the goal is you want this to hang off the back so you create your own tension for that particular warp yarn. So there's no kind of rocket science to it, but this is also why I always like to leave my guide string on the warping board, because I know that if I break a warp yarn, I can go to the warping board, I can just measure it out, and I'm good to go. I don't have to go back and reinvent the wheel. Let's see. Okay, so Jimbo popped in. She said, I was trying the cats and snails overshot pattern with the rag rug. Was a waste of time. Should have just stuck with twill. Didn't go well, though, huh? Yeah. Jennifer says she remembers these. Yeah. So anyway, so that's just a little kind of 30-second walkthrough on what to happen if you break a warp yarn like I did last week. Now, what's interesting, I think I was telling you guys that this particular color, as I got closer to the core of the yarn, it looked like something had happened, like it, almost like it was burnt, like the part of the core of it was burnt, and that affected the yarn. So we'll see. I have about 5 other questionable ones that very well may break during the project, which, you know, it's life, whatever. And we're gonna just roll with it. Gemma says she took photography, had to develop my own film. I also have cerebral palsy, so you can imagine me trying to open the dang canister in the dark. Oh, I can imagine. Yes, that would be very, very challenging. Yes, I did some darkroom stuff myself, Gemma, so I totally understand. Sarita says she shoots film. That's amazing, and have tons of film canisters. That is awesome. I love that. Okay, so that's kind of the background. That's where we are. It's my Stash Buster project. Let's talk about Monk's Belt for just a moment. So if you haven't tried overshot yet, but you're thinking, I think I kind of want to try some overshot, I think Monk's Belt is a great gateway pattern. That's what we'll say. It's a great way to kind of ease into what's amazing about overshot, and you guys chime in. What's amazing about overshot is that you always have to have 2 shuttles, very different shuttles, and you need to have like the threading is almost always a little more complicated. It's never gonna be a straight draw, like that kind of thing. So part of it is managing 2 shuttles, 2 wefts, and then just kind of understanding how to dress your loom for the project. So I'm never gonna say that overshot's hard. It's not hard, but there are more moving parts than if you're doing, say, a twill with a straight draw, right? You know what I mean? So if you want to kind of dip your toe in and try something with all the moving parts, but it's a simpler pattern, Monk's Belt's the one for you. So this is what Monk's Belt, this is, you know, my favorite book, Ann Dixon, Hand Weaver's Pattern Directory. This is the one I'm doing right. Yeah, this is it. Now, what you'll notice is that here's part of the beauty, especially of this pattern, is that with this pattern, you're treadling. You have 2 options. That's it. So this is what I'm doing right here. These are my instructions. I'm either lifting shafts 1 and 2 or shafts 3 and 4. That's it. Like there's 2 choices, which I love. I think that kind of helps you focus on where everything goes in the meantime. So it's lovely. It's so much fun. And honestly, the as you're doing the threading's not bad. I mean, once you get into overstock, it'll be really kind of, you're all over the place. But this is nice. A little bit of repeat, you're good to go. So this is the pattern that I'm working on now. What's so interesting is that I tend to, especially with these kind of patterns, I tend to just kind of, I know what set I typically use for my yarn, and then I just kind of see where the chips fall after that. So my pattern's kind of big. Like the scale is kind of large. I don't mind it so much because I think it looks bold and dramatic. But here, I'm going to kind of tip you over so you can see. Do you see how, the repeat's big? It's a nice bold kind of pattern, right? It makes a statement. There's nothing subtle here for sure. So let me kind of show you what it looks like to have all the moving parts. So with monk's belt, like overshot, you have a background shuttle. And in this case, your background shuttle is just going to do tabby, which is the same as plain weave, which is just over, under, over, under. That's it. That's all. That's all this shuttle is going to do. And I tend to organize it so that I have my treadles below are connected to which side of the project. Boy, I'm butchering this. Let me start again. When I'm doing tabby for a project like this, if the shuttle is on the right side, I push down the treadles on the far right. If my shuttle's on the left side, I push down the treadles on the far left. That's how I kind of organize it side to side. That's how I kind of organize my two treadles that are going to do tabby over and over again. So that gives me a nice kind of even, if I get up to go make a snack or more tea, that's more likely is more tea. Then when I come sit down, I know that my shuttle is on the right side. So that's the one that I'm going to start with for my tabby. That was a very long explanation. Hopefully that made sense. Okay. So then the other shuttle, which you should have seen me, I was like frantically winding more yarn on because I had just finished it up before we started. The other one is supposed to be 2 to 3 times the size of this. So by the way, this yarn is exactly the same as what I used in the warp. This one, I put 3 of them together. I don't know if you can see. I have 1, 2, 3. I just pulled them all together. No big deal. And because it's stash busting project, I always have a lot of gold. I don't know why that is. I think it's probably because I don't use gold as much, but I have a lot of gold. So gold it is. All right. So here's how this goes. So I, just to kind of keep it all straight in my head, always start with the tabby or plain weave. I'm not exactly sure. Is there a difference between plain weave and tabby? One of my experts in there, Jocelyn Smith, made it. Hi, Jocelyn. Is there technically a difference between tabby and plain weave? You guys let me know. I tend to use them interchangeably. I tend to talk about tabby if it's part of this kind of project, but if I'm just doing an over under project, I always say plain weave. So you guys give me your 2 cents there. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm gonna throw. Where's my float? Oh, by the way, you have to have floating selvages for this, because otherwise your low weft yarns are never gonna go to the end of the fabric, and that's not okay. So. All right, this is my tabby. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Where am I? Oh, nope. I had a 50-50 chance. I guessed wrong. Okay, so you'll notice, by the way, see the big gaps in my the threading here, the way the yarns kind of pull up. That's what makes the pattern so kind of bold and dramatic, is because I have these big old gaps. So I have these really long floats then in the project. Starting on a brand new one. Let's give myself some slack. Let's send that over. Now, like I said, the beauty of this particular version of monk's belt is that I have 2 choices. I can either lift shafts 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. That's it. There's no other options. So it helps you kind of simplify the whole process. Okay. Let's see. I need to go over here. Connie she's not buying what I'm selling. She says monk's belt is not appealing to me. No worries. No worries. Let's see. Carrie says, broken warp thread. I just take enough new yarn to hang over the back beam and weave until I catch up. Oh, you could totally do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Is tabby 2 and 2? It's usually how I think of it, and plain weave as 1 and 1. I don't think so, Jocelyn. I think 1 and 1 would be considered for both. That's interesting, though. Let's see. Gemma says, I think they're the same. I think it's just depending on where you're from, what you call it. Okay. Hi. I do not drink Coca-Cola anymore. Who is this? Hi, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Sarita says I normally call it tabby. It's what I learned. Yes. I just learned how to say warp and weft in Spanish, by the way. I buy a lot of hand wovens when I'm at home in Mexico. That's awesome. Very cool. Okay. Oh, here we go. Ellen clarified. Basket weave is 2x2. Plain weaver tabby is 1x1. Thank you so much. Okay. So let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay. So here we go. By the way, this is the rhythm the whole time. You throw the background and then you throw the pattern over and over and over and over again. That's the rhythm, the whole project. So here's my tabby. Here is my pattern. Now, part of the beauty of having a tabby in between and by having a floating selvages is that you can just push the same shafts over and over again. So see how I have 1 and 2 are lifted here? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yep. We're good. So this is back to the background shuttle. This is our tabby here. Get that organized. I'm going to lift 1 and 2 just over and over again because you can do that because you have a tabby in between and because you have floating selvages. Lovely, right? Okay. So what then becomes fun is that I'm creating these kind of blocks in the fabric, and per the pattern from Anne's book, the blocks are either I either have 2 in a block or I have 6 in a block. That's it. So what'll happen, and as you get into a project like this, you'll just memorize it. You'll just know visually by looking. You'll be like, okay, here's where I am. I need to do this. I need to kind of go back and forth. This needs to be a 2. This needs to be a 2. This needs to be a 6. You just kind of sort that out, right? It just gotta you'll learn that. So anyway, so that is a little overview of where I am on the Monk's Belt project. Oh, it's Lori. Lori from the Netherlands is I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore. That's a brilliant title. Thank you. Tina says Tabby is while it's between other picks while plain weave is solid every row. Oh, I kind of like that, Tanya. Thank you. Thank you so much. She said that's what I understand from reading several books. Yeah, I like it. Sarita loves the warp. Thank you, Sarita. It's kind of happy, isn't it? It's it's kind of cheerful. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I like it too. Okay, so Monk's Belt. By the way, I'll be doing an episode about Monk's Belt in the future, of course, because anytime I kick around a pattern, I want to make sure that I add something to the whole Acting Creative video library so that you can reference it as well and have it at your fingertips to kick around. So this week's A Hand Woven Experience was all about managing 2 warps, which seems very topical for the project I'm doing. But what was so interesting about this episode is that in the middle of it, as I'm just kind of, talking as I was unweaving, I said, we still have to come up with a good word for unweaving. I said, because those knitters, they already have a good word for unknitting. And I had found because I'm not a knitter. So as I'd done my little research, I found the word tinking. So I put up tinking and immediately people were like, no, it's frogging. So Paul, was it you? Someone came in and clarified for me, which was amazing, that tinking is when you unknit like one at a time, like just one little stitch at a time. And frogging is when you're pulling out a whole row because you ribbit. You ribbit. That's my understanding, which I thought that was brilliant, that you could have both terms, but they have subtle different definitions, which is awesome. So anyways, that was very fun. And we still haven't come up with a brilliant word for unweaving. There was yeah, thank you, Paul. Yes, that was Paul. Paul was setting us all straight. I appreciate that. That was good. So anyways, we still need some kind of May says to tink is to knit backwards. Yes. Yeah. Is that the same as unknitting though, Tink, May, in your opinion? Is that the same thing? Anyways, it's fascinating. So we had some suggestions for a word for unweaving. I'm still, none of them quite resonated with me yet, but we'll keep working on that. Don't you worry. In the meantime, the episode is just a kind of a quick, easy little episode about what to watch for as you have 2 shuttles always flirting with each other at the edges, and what you kind of want to watch for there. Get out. Sam says knit spelled backwards is tink. I had no idea. See, you guys are brilliant. Okay, Gail says, how about, because it's pick backwards. Yeah. Connie, was that you that had the Penelope? Yes. Yeah. My challenge, Connie, is that it has peeing in the word, and I'm not real comfortable with that. Tamison says, because you pull out many stitches, it sounds like you rip it like a frog. Yes, I understand that. Yes. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, Carrie also said tink is to knit backwards. I had no idea. That's brilliant. Let's see. Warp is it ket or kete? Is it 2 syllables? And weft is woo, shushgarn. And then tabby is wow. That's a lot of consonants, my friend. Twill is look at you. English and German at the same time. Gemma, I love the whole multilingual. That's brilliant. Not even bilingual. That's like multiple languages. That's crazy. I love it. Anyways, we'll keep chipping away at that. We'll work on that. If you are loving all of the acting creative stuff and you're like, I would like more, please, then you're a perfect person to join our Acting Creative Insiders. It's a monthly membership, and each month I include a whole bunch of stuff. I include weaving little tips and tricks. I almost always have some kind of, there's something to go with whatever that episode is. Usually it's bloopers. Usually there are bloopers to go with whatever that episode was for the week. And then there will be some of the special kind of features. If you're at the, what is it? The rug shuttle, one of those. There's a monthly small group Zoom, which is awesome. That's been really fantastic and a great kind of bonus. And then there's always like a monthly update. There's all kinds of stuff. So you go check it out. If you like all the stuff and you're like, yes, I'm in. I want to be part of the inner circle. Acting Creative Insiders is perfect for you. And lastly, if you haven't signed up for the weekly love notes, you're welcome. You're invited. It's I send out a little message on Wednesdays just to say hi, I'm thinking about you, and here is what's happening in acting creative land. Okay, so what is this? Paul jumped in. She said, I like Gail's idea. We could pronounce it kipping, which would be the pick backwards. Kipping, maybe. All right, that's potential, Paul. Thank you. Jocelyn says, I'm loving the German lesson here. I'm over here just trying to figure out the best weave for a pair of pajama shorts. I like it. Excellent. Yes. Jim says, my kids are multilingual. Switzerland has the kids learning 3 languages by grade 6 and 4 fourth language is secondary school. Canadian and really suck at French. Wow. That's very impressive, my friend. Very, very impressive. Okay, you guys. Next Thursday, I'll be right back here. There will be a Thursday I miss when I'm at the Midwest Weaving Conference, but that's not for 2 weeks. So next week, I'll be right back here. More than likely, we'll still be talking about monk's belts, which, that's not a bad thing. I like some monk's belts. So mark your calendars. Next Thursday at 9:30 Central Time for Live at the Loom. We'll party then. In the meantime, if you can join me Tuesday for Textiles and Tea, I would love to see you there. Come with some good questions because we'll need them. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful, fabulous week. And I'll see you next Thursday. All right. Have a good one. Happy weaving.